All right, guys. So welcome to What's Going On. I think it's important to say that if you're not having fun in what you're doing, if you're calling it work, and if you're working, you got to love what you do. And so what I'm about to show you tonight is what I love doing. I've been doing it now for over 2 years, going on, cannot believe it, 3 more days. Actually, this Saturday will be our second year anniversary when we put this project together. And I got to say, it's been a blessing. It's allowed myself to be home full-time with my wife and kids. And really, the story that I have is pretty powerful. And it's a long-winded story. You can watch some previous webinars if you really want to hear the what happened, how we lost everything back in '08, and we were put in a position to really hit the reset button and live humble for a couple of years up in the mountains. And that's when I got this idea of extending this project into really being about my wife. And so I can't take full credit. Men, you guys support your wives and whatever they're doing. If they want to be home, then this is the best model, in my opinion, for the average person. So let's go ahead and get started. I come from an engineering background, and so when I started working for other people, I worked for Hewlett Packard for a long time before all this craziness happened, and I got my job outsourced. And I got frustrated. I got, you can say that when somebody punctures me, and I don't mean just in a job, but just in general, I give them 1 or 2 chances to redeem themselves. And if it doesn't make sense for me to be hanging out with them anymore, okay, whether it's a friend again or a boss or a job, then it's time for me to move on. And I think that's what most of us should do. You should not go back and beat yourself up if you've been laid off 2 or 3 times, or if you've been put into a system like the system I was put through, which is in the computer world. Out here in California, it's very competitive to be at a company. Okay, and so I looked at the big folks, the ones that didn't finish college, even though I did. I looked at the Bill Gates, the Jobs from Apple. I looked at Dell, and that was my industry. So I used them as role models. I said, look, what makes them be free to be able to go out and have a lot of money so they can go out and bless other people? And they've given back to a lot of people. And you can't be frustrated with the marketplace. So with that said, I decided to be an entrepreneur. And I got to say, it's the most rewarding business model that I've seen attached with the network marketing model. So what's the difference between a network marketing model and a traditional business is that when you're in business for yourself, you're typically by yourself if you start your own business. And that can be kind of scary because you don't know exactly how to start. But network marketing, I was turned on to this industry by accident. Actually came across this industry because I got exposed to it, not for the money, but because I like the personal development, the personal growth, right? And so if you like what this industry has brought, it really brought the personal growth, the Jim Rohn, the Zig Ziglars, and that industry really kept me from quitting. Every day that I wanted to quit, which was in 30 days in a month, it was 28 days of the month that I wanted to quit. I kept plugging into personal development as I was listening in the car. And so those are the leaders that I look forward to every single day. And I have given information like that to people so that they can improve in their lives, in their personal life, in their financial life. And so you got to, again, model after those that have left a good legacy in their lives. And that's what I wanted to be. I didn't want to hang out with the Wall Street. I just got finished watching the Wolf on Wall Street. I got to say, it brought an ill feeling to my stomach, not so much the pornographic scenes and all that other junk that was in there, but I'm really talking about how people can be in greed in business and when it comes to making a quick buck. And I think the foundation of what we built here, the reason we're in small numbers and we're stable is because I didn't want to be 100,000 people, 2,000 people, 200,000 people. I wanted to be a few hundred people that were making money from home, and then let's grow it exponentially. So if you like what you see tonight, we invite you to apply. The person that invited you can get back to you and show you what we do. We are not considered multi-level. We are a referral-based company. So what that means is multi-level is typically like 2 to 3 levels and beyond. So in this picture here, as an example, on the traditional network marketing model, you make 5% in your first level, 25% in your second level, 10% in your third level, and small numbers after that, as an example. And so that's what this picture shows. What we do is we offer marketing services, training services on how to drop ship on eBay. Okay, we've been doing this again for over 2 years successfully, and we used to use a model where we would use like another company, like it was Zeek Rewards. When that got shut down, we started looking into a stable multi-level marketing company, and we would help you make money on the front end, and then you would join the back end. And it got too confusing. And as a matter of fact, there wasn't enough income there to help other people out, so we decided to delete anything in the back end and just make it its own stable system. So with that said, you get paid on first level here and second level, and currently we're working on other payment systems besides PayPal. We're currently using PayPal, but we found some stuff that we don't like to use with PayPal, so we're looking into other ways of paying out folks. I'm looking into Payoneer and other online payment systems to be able to pay some folks out. But to stay within PayPal's reach, because we do get currently payments through PayPal, we have to stay outside of the MLM model, and that's 2 levels. Okay? And why did I do it that way? And I've had people say, well, Cesar, it sounds like you guys make most of your money on the 2-level payout system. And the answer is no. Actually, less than 10% of the people even do marketing what we do. I would say majority of the people here are making money on the eBay side, and then when they have success, they naturally make money on this side because they start posting stuff on Facebook. As a matter of fact, I got to give credit here to Donald, who's on this webinar. Donald actually came and posted this today, I believe, not too long ago. Yeah, February 20. So this was actually February 25th when he posted this. So he's got some good feedback here. He's raising his limits. Training is incredible. I just got a limit increase by 75% without a phone call, with a short phone call, utilizing the system. Okay, and this is actually a live post. It's not a screenshot. I wanted to show you guys that live. I love giving back to EDS, which stands for Elite Dropshippers, as a newbie in every way I can, and I am grateful for to be able to process all my Amazon order purchases via the EDS Amazon affiliate link. So here's the simple model that we have, guys. We were taught to, and I say me and my wife, we were taught to do something simple, right? All we did was this. If I go to any department in Amazon, I'm going to go to Home and Kitchen. I'm going to click on Go. Okay? And then I'm going to head over to Kitchen and Dining, and there's over 2 million products, almost 3 million products here. You know what? I'm going to go to the sporting section because we are in the sporting season, getting into spring, so I know a lot of golf stuff is going up. I'm going to hit the golf section. Check this out. I'm going to head over here to where it says golf, and then where it says the categories, I'm going to focus on the departments. See where it says departments? So Amazon's got, just like a Walmart or Target or any of these other stores, they got different departments, and they're really broken down into categories. And so if we look at the golf club parts, you can see that there's 16,000 parts there. There's almost 8,000 parts in here. So I'm just going to click on the parts section right here, the parts, and there's a lot of extra stuff that people can buy for their golf stuff, right? I have not listed this section, so I'm going to go ahead and focus on it. But notice that this section is not just Prime. Prime means that they can ship the item in 2 days. I'm going to right-click and copy this description, this title rather, and I'm going to head over to eBay and see if anybody else is selling it. I'm going to hit search, and look at that. Same picture. And how many sellers do we have selling it? Right now it's looks like results show up as 3. 1, 2, 3, and then more items related to the grit for hands and feet sweat. So a lot more, but their titles may be a little bit different, not exactly the same. But this is what's important. I want you to pay attention on the right-hand side of prices. $15.99, $13.77, $22.45. Okay, this is actually in the UK, so we can't really count that one since I'm in the US. The price to sell this for is $8.26. List price is $9.99. Okay, if you want to get a better discount, and this is my recommendation, we focus on 3 stars and up sections. It's still there. That's okay. And then we're going to come down here, and it says up to 50% off, 25% off, or 10% off. Why do I focus on this section? Because I like more discounts. If there's more discounts, that means there's more room to play. It really doesn't matter, though, because I'm going to tell you, we're going to modify the title to make it look different. So because the seller here is selling it for $15.99, $13.77, $22.45, it really doesn't matter what the price is. And this is where most folks don't understand. Like, why would somebody buy it on eBay if they can go get it cheaper on Amazon? Well, you, my friend, have now been educated that you're right. Most people are too lazy to go shop, and they impulse buy, and they want to just buy the item. And so if we look at this item, $15.99, $13.77, he's got 3 available, and then we have this other one here, and they got 10 available. I'm not seeing many sales on these items just by looking at the sales. This one actually sold 1, as you can see it right there, sold 1. Let's look at the next one down. And it could be because this is a brand new item and it hasn't been much of a history. 5 available, no sales on that one. Okay, so this is what I want you to pay attention to. These prices right here, they all vary. Okay, so what really makes them different than the other person? There's no difference. So I'm going to show you how to modify the title using our tools, one of our tools. And so let's go ahead and get into our title tool. We just launched this tool literally I would say a week or 2 ago. I can't remember the exact time frame, but head over to the members area. Okay, and we are in the members area of the Elite Dropshippers. We built this whole training system for you guys to really get your feet wet and understand what it takes to actually build an item up in a store on eBay so you can become profitable and be retired like some of our top leaders have, and they did it in less than 6 months. And so we ask folks, give yourself at least 6 months. Okay, some folks do it in shorter time. As a matter of fact, some folks have hit Power Seller in less than 2 to 3 months. I've had folks do it in 2 months, 3 months, probably the fastest, and then of course other folks that do it on a part-time basis take longer. What does it mean to be Power Seller? It means that you're making a lot of sales and you're providing a good service. eBay likes you getting a feedback score of 5 and above, as well as positive feedbacks, and so that helps you become a Power Seller. And we can go over some benefits of that. But one of the most important things that stands out to me is that this is the only industry where you can become a Power Seller on eBay, and you get benefits by being independent. And so, fortunately, eBay provides what's called health benefits through a company called Marsh. So right here. So eBay Power Sellers, it says eBay is pleased to present healthcare solutions provided by Marsh Advantage America. Marsh Advantage America has compiled a robust list of options allowing you to pay it only for the healthcare solutions that you want. So, very flexible. I think it's a cool selling point to allow eBay to do that. We are independent business owners, so we are what I like to call a volunteer army. eBay doesn't pay us as far as a commission or a salary. We come to work every day on our shorts and our socks and work from home. Well, when my wife started doing this, she said, Cesar, I want to do something that doesn't involve pressure sales, me picking up the phone, or having to recruit somebody into just a model of health and wellness. Mary Kay is a great company, Amway is a great company, but you don't make a buck unless you move product. Well, we do the same thing, but what I want you guys to pay attention to is moving product can be difficult if you have absolutely no sales skills. Now, granted, I took 6 years of professional training to get my mindset right on how to move and recruit people, and that's why I built a pretty large team here with the Elite Dropshippers. What I mean by team is that instead of me focusing on just me making money on eBay, and by the way, you keep all the eBay profits, okay, those profits usually go to you and your PayPal account. You get to pay yourself out whatever you want to pay yourself out, and if you want to form a corporation, you can do that as well. We have a good training there called Business and Taxes. It was put on by a professional attorney, and if you wanted to form your own business from home, you can absolutely do that. But if you want freedom, what I like to call freedom, you can build a team, and that's why I do this work. My wife wasn't really interested in building a team. She would just want to make money on the eBay side, and so we have an option for both, which I like to call a dual system. So you can make money residually on the back end as well as the eBay side. So let's continue. We do recommend you get trained before you try to do this, but we do have folks that go out and try to do this on their own. And so, really it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to check off over here where it says Amazon only items. which is usually on the left-hand side. I don't see it here on this particular search. Amazon, unless free shipping provided by Amazon, so let's click on that. That should be Amazon Prime. Okay, so for whatever reason, this doesn't show a checkbox, and there are some variations. What I mean by variations, there's different price listings here, so I may just get out of this department. Let's head over to the golf section again. Let's go over to where it says golf cart accessories. Yeah, this could be good. Let's stick with clubs just to be safe, because I have not dealt with carts here, so that can get kind of different here. So let's go golf clubs, okay? And then we'll check off on the left-hand side where it says new. And we'll also check off 3 and up. We already got that. 3 stars and up. We'll check off Amazon. There it is right there. That's exactly what I was looking for. So that way they are all prime. And you can see that there. So if I take TaylorMade, rock balls, bonded driver, okay, and I copy that over to our search up here, you'll notice that other people are doing the same thing. They're selling the same item. White background right there, and you'll see the white background right here, sold by this top seller. And you can see there that there's different sizes. Okay, so maybe a bad example because there's a lot of variations in here. So I'm going to get out of this department. I apologize, guys, because usually I don't. I usually pick a good department. So let's go into the sporting goods. We'll stick with sporting goods. Let's go to go, and I'm going to head over to a department. I'll have, let's see, I'll have Gerald or Jimmy pick a department here. What's your favorite department here? Any of you guys can pick one, it's fine. How about Lisa? Lisa, how about a department? Gold is good. Which department? Let's go with paintball. Let's go with paintball. Let's see if there's no variations here. You can do variations, guys, but I think it becomes a little bit crazy with our software because you're having to go in there and modify stuff. So paintball, airsoft. Okay, let's go to the paintball section. There's 31,000 items in here. Oh my goodness. Grenades, barrels. 3 and up. Let's go with 3 and up. There we go. And let's go with new condition. And we'll go with a discount price of, actually a range price of $50 to, let's do $100 to $200. Okay. Discount of 25 or more. That sounds good. Okay. So, Amazon only. Should be 15 items here. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, let me see if anybody is selling the same item over here on eBay. Picture shows Army color. U.S. Army black sailor. Okay, yeah. So there's the same item. Tipman. Tipman. There it is. 159. Okay. So just for conversation's sake, what I'm going to do really quick is list this item here because I can see that other folks are listing it. I'm going to take the title, and this is what makes us different here at the Elite Dropshippers. I built this tool called Title Builder, and you want to stay within 80 characters, which is eBay's tool here. eBay's the maximum titles, right? So we'll paste that title in here. This is our builder. This is not really to. This is really like a placeholder, if that makes sense. and I do not want to go over 80 characters. Now, I'm going to paste that same title in here, and what I like for you to realize and focus on is remove the brand. This is what we do. We teach folks to remove the brand, use Army for USA Army Project, Salvo paintball marker. Okay, so if I hit get keywords, you're going to get up to 100 keywords of the most popular searches for paintball. So you got here Tipman, which I just deleted, but there's Tipman right there. Paintball, Salvo, Project. So we got Project in there. Gun. Yeah, Gun's not in there, so we can throw in Gun. So what I'll do is I'll rebuild my title here. Watch this closely. U.S. Army Project, Salvo, Paintball, Marker. I'll go with Gun. I can even put Gun in the front. Has anybody had problems on their team selling paintball guns? I know sometimes eBay can be a little tricky on that, but feel free to share that if you have extras, tactical. And again, I'm just going off the keywords that I'm seeing here from our searches. Sniper, set, box, hopper, upgrades, mini, skull, tan, black. I think we got the color in here, right? Black. I think it's black. Black is actually not in the description, but we can add that. So there's black, which appears to be black. If you don't know what color it is, or even aluminum, so you look at the product features right in there, and so we'll build that title out as product features. We'll take it for the product features. True look paintball marker with proven performance and reliability. So we can use the word performance. And I'm over one character, so it turns red. See how it turned red? I went over one character. And so what I'll probably do is remove the dot in US and just remove that out of there. And we're good. Okay. That's going to be our title. Now, there's two ways of doing this. What we teach here, and I'm going to show you the manual way, and I'm going to show you the most fastest way. Okay. This is the manual way, which will take you a long time to actually produce an income, in my opinion, because it took us about 20, 30 minutes to do so. And we'll go ahead and get started. And so the manual way is you would actually list this item into eBay on your account. But because I'm too lazy to do that tonight, I've done that in plenty of the webinars, I'm going to show you how to do it through TurboLister. So let's head back over to our department. Okay, here's our guns and accessories, looks like. I am going to go to the complete paintball set, stock, tanker regulators. And really what you want to list, guys, folks ask me all the time, what sells? I say anything and everything. It's really about you being creative and restructuring the product, as I just showed you. You know, we take descriptions and we remodify the title, take out the brand, but it takes too long to do it by hand. And so if I was to list an area that I feel comfortable with, and my store really involves home and garden, I'll probably stick with that just for this upload because that's where I feel comfortable. So if I head over to the home and garden and kitchen department, I'm going to hit go. I have sold a lot of beer stuff recently. I don't know why. Maybe the Super Bowl was over and people wanted to buy stuff. But it is the hot season coming eventually. I don't know. The weather's kind of funky out here. So let's head over to the furniture section. And then I'm going to head over to the dining room furniture. Head over to that section. Actually, I want to do some bedroom stuff. Let's go with the kids furniture. Okay, inside the kids furniture, I'm going to do the same thing. I want to check off all my items that get a 3 stars or above, all new stuff. I want something that's discounted between the prices of 25 or more. And I want to just list stuff that's Amazon shipped only because it's faster and it's typically Prime. Notice the price points here. Lists for 120 is $59.99, 45 90 and 30.88. Okay, so watch very closely. We're going to give you a tool that does this magical, I like to call this magical scrape. So this tool is going to give you the ability to pull all those items into a file, and the way we do that is through a bookmark. Watch this. Boom, this box pops up. You hit select all, right click and copy. Then we're going to open up Notepad. If you're on Windows, it's Windows key R. I'm going to go kind of fast here, so just pay attention really quick. There's 24 items on this page. Okay, so there's 24 items there. I'm going to go to the next area, hit next. Now I'm on the second page. Okay, again, I'm going to close this out. I'm going to show you how to do that. Go to bookmarks. You'll receive this tool inside the training center. There's my next set of 24 items. I'm going to right click and copy, and we are done for this example. So now there's a total of 48 items, correct? So 48 items, 24 times 2. How do I know that? It usually tells you at the top there, but 25 out of 48. Okay, if 24 products down at the top there. That's what it shows. So every page on Amazon has 25 items, 24 items per page. We're going to save this file, and I'm going to call it the Kids and Furniture section. So we're going to go Desktop, Kids and Furniture. And I call that ASIN files. ASIN stands for Amazon Files, Amazon Section, Amazon Identification Number. There you go. Okay, so we're done with that. We're done with this system, but I'm going to head back to the first page because I want you guys to see the power of this thing. Normally when we were taught to list, just like you saw these other guys, we copy the title, we copy the image, and then we copy the information, and we brought it over, and then we have to figure out the price point. And that's where it took a lot of time. And so I took the formula that requires for you to figure out the price point and implement it into our scraper. So with our scraper is we got a couple tools here that you can use for titles. I'll show you that right there. We already done that here. But this is our scraper here. And I'm going to right click and use let's go with the multi-scraper for Turbo Lister. I'm going to right click and open that in a new tab. I'm going to have access to the training on how to use this here, but here's the gist of it. It allows you to pull those pictures by uploading that file really easy. Watch this. Desktop, I'll sort by the date. There's our Kids and Furniture ASIN right there in the middle. Going to upload that sucker into our system, to our servers, and then all the math is being done there in the back end, and we're going to pull it through Turbo Lister, which is option 2A. I have a Premier store, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Give them the PayPal email address where I want to get paid. In this case, it would be yours. Your initials, because you'll learn about that later. How much profit do I want to make? Well, I always shoot for 20 bucks, okay, when it comes to higher end items that are listed between the profit of 50. So what are these averaging? About 59, 17 bucks, 15 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 29, 18.99, 62, 9 bucks. Again, it doesn't matter what price point it is as long as you optimize your titles. And that is really the key to moving product with us. So let's head back over to our scraper right here. And then what's the lowest that you would take on that product? And I'm going to input here, we'll do $5. Okay, so that gives them room there to haggle me down. If they want to offer me 10 bucks, I'll take it. If they want to offer me 5 bucks profit, I'll take it. Okay, so I'm no longer having to figure out the price point. I'll do a stock quantity of 1, and we'll scrape. And there should be 48 items. If there isn't, that means I didn't clear my log file, because some people want to just, scrape, and then list. So that's why we have a log to get saved there. And we'll call this the Kids Furniture, and save that guy. Open it up in Excel, and then you can see the 61 items I have here, which is actually incorrect because I actually only have 48. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing it over, I'm just going to copy this title here, honey, and figure out where it starts. And I can already see it. It's right here, honey, So there's like 13 extra items in here. Right click and delete those. I don't need those anymore. All right. Same idea. Copy this title. Head over to my Turbo title builder. I'm going to paste it into the top. That's the original title. And in the query, I'm going to enter the words that I believe are most important to my competition. I don't care about the colors, so I'm going to erase that. And all I'm going to search for is kids toy organizer and storage bins. I don't need to put the word "and" in there. I'll remove the model number and the brand. Get keywords. There we go. So we got over 200 popularities of organizers that people search for: toys, storage, kids, box, which I don't have in here. So let's get to work here. Let's rebuild this title up. Paste in here. Yeah. Kids, toy organizer, storage bins, chest. Bin is a non-plural word. That's another one. If you look at the popularity of that right there. They're right next to each other, so they're comparing them. Okay, we have chest. We have room, because it's for the room. You have Disney, toddler. I'm not going to put Disney because that's a brand new name. Toddler. Hey, it could be for a toddler. Why not? We'll throw toddler in there. And notice again, my characters are being built up here. Multi-bin, furniture. I don't know if it's a multi-bin. Is it? Yes, it is. So that's another popular word in there. I want to throw that in there, right? So let's go back over here to our title. Multi-bin. And that's with a dash, so I'll make sure to do that because the popularity is over 35. You got furniture, boxes. I don't have furniture, so I'll put furniture. Boxes. Exactly 80 characters. Perfect. That is my title. I am done. And if you want to verify, like the competition, again, what you do is right-click and copy the title, the original title. And I challenge you guys all to just compare your titles to what's being sold on eBay. So if I copy the original title, I have 6 competitors right now on eBay. Okay? So you guys can see that there's a lot of them in there. And if your title is not good enough, and I don't know how this title is because I'm doing it live, you know, I'm going to search that same title, but modify it with my new keywords. You'll see I have 0 results found for kids toy organizer. Okay, do you guys see on the first page of the top listings? I don't see anything that's related to my keywords. 0 results. And is this making sense? Can you guys just write like, hey, that makes a lot of sense. You now have no competition, so you can list whatever price you want. Yep, and Jimmy's right. The title builder is pretty rad for sure. Corey already wants to sign up. Corey, if nobody referred you, I'm going to hand you over to Jimmy. Jimmy's kind of been helping us out a lot as well. So, Jim, if you just get in touch with Jimmy, he'll be able to help you out. And then if you guys were referred by me, you guys can send me an email at Elite Dropshipper Support, and then I'll get you guys started here. Support at EliteDropshippers.com. I'm going to finish this up really quick, but I want you to show you guys how powerful this is. Okay, so if you're referred by somebody else, obviously keep the integrity, guys, and get back with them. So let me show you the rest of this. So let me right-click and copy that title. I'm going to head over to my listing, and this is important. This is the key thing here. Right-click and paste, right? So I have now replaced my titles with 80 characters. I'm going to bring the width over here on my Excel sheet right to the point where the S is at. Why? Because anything that is over 80 characters will get cut off. So notice most of these titles are not 80 characters. And obviously I need a lot of work on my titles. I got to go through and clean these up, like this guy here, you know, and that guy. But this is important for you guys to realize the power of our titles. Any questions so far? And I'll leave it a few minutes here for some questions. If you guys have some questions, please do ask them in the room. But really, the key thing here, guys, is you want to understand the power of listing items. Okay, the next step, what I'm going to do here is take the right-hand side here. Our tools show you the categories. So you see where it says kids, teens, and home furniture. It's under this category number. The matching categories of Amazon are not the same as eBay. So we have that tool built out for you guys. eBay used to provide this title tool, by the way, very similar to what we're doing. In my opinion, I think that this one's actually better. But they have shut down that tool, and we decided to build our own. So right here where it says categories, on this tab here, I'm going to have you guys pay very close attention because this is important. The categories show 0. Because it's all the same department, we can literally take the furniture department and copy that title number right in here and paste it. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to right at the bottom right, I'm going to double click here, and that's going to be populated all the way down to 49. You see where it says 49 there? We actually have 48, but 49 because of that first line. And so some of these items didn't get an image pulled out. That happens once in a while, so just delete those. The other option is, of course, you can go and do it manually by finding the product, but I don't want to do that right now, so I'm just going to delete these. That first middle thing right here where it says pick URL is where the images are at. So I think we are good. And let me go ahead and save this file. Oh, by the way, all the profits margins are already fixed in the back end. So starting price is already filled out for you. Okay, that's compensated. If you want to verify that price, you can. Matter of fact, I can go over here to where it says description, copy the Amazon ID number right there. And then what I'll do is head over to a title tool that we can use, rather a profit calculator tool that we can compare to. And I'm going to choose fixed price auctions, and we're going to do Premier. And then what we're going to do is item cost. Item cost here, and then we have the buy it now price. The buy it now price is the price that we just noticed right there, which is $85.97. So there's $85.97. Okay, and then where it says item cost, the item cost itself is what's being pulled from Amazon, the original price. So it's $54.99. $85.97, still below the list price of $120. Again, it doesn't matter because we want to make sure that you understand that you're changing the title, so it's going to be a different deal. $54.99, $54.99 is what the site calls. And so there we go. My $20 profit is compensated for you in the file, and that's what gets uploaded. So always verify your prices. You know, I can't say it's 100% all the time, but most people just go with it and say, hey, I'm going to just trust it. If it doesn't work, you can send them an out-of-stock message, and we have all that put in place for you in the training. But all right, 48 items ready to go. Let's save this file. Okay, again, if I was to spend more time on this, I would optimize all my titles, but for now, let's go ahead and save that. We'll call this the final for TL Turbo Lister and save it. Okay, some features in your workbook might be lost. That's fine. Hit yes, and we are done with this. We can close out Excel. Next step is open up Turbo Lister. Click on the top where it says inventory. Turbo Lister is a free tool by eBay, and we're going to import that file that we just did. Obviously, I'm going really fast, so you'll get training on this. All this works, but here's my final file I just finished. And the reason I took it into Excel, I think it's important to share. The reason it goes into Excel first is because you want to make sure you do your, number one, your titles, and number two, most importantly, your categories. If you don't do your categories, it strips some of the information, like whether the item is brand new, and then your best offers do not show up if you go straight into Turbo Lister. So some people say, I'd rather just edit and skip Excel right into Turbo Lister. You can, but you know, I don't advise you to. If you're on a Mac, Turbo Lister is not for Mac, so we have an alternative scraper called the File Exchange, which I've done webinars on that as well. But you'll, again, there's all the trainings in there for you, but this is the next step here. It's going to pull in all the files with all the information, the picture, the description, your shipping information, the starting price, all that's done for you pretty much magically. Hit import, you should see 44 items because I deleted some, and there they are. If you want to see what those look like, watch this, double click. Let me make sure I'm on the right file. There we go. There is our kids toy organizer title that we made. This is what the item looks like. If you want to see it, there's the picture right there. Look at that. There's a picture. If you want to see the HTML, you click on Description Builder, and there's the pretty HTML, okay, with H1 tags. H1 is for people that are builders. You want to make sure that you understand that for SEO purposes, these are the keywords that show up. Now, you want to spend some more time, obviously. There's faster ways of modifying your Excel file, but you can replace the titles in here and remove the brand, like so. As a matter of fact, you can even take that old title and just paste it in here if you wanted to, which I don't have it copied, but it's okay. There's the item description, product features. Look at that. Saves you all that time from copying and pasting. Okay, there's a product description again, shipping information, all done for you, and you are good to go. So the price point is up here. The best offer, remember you want to make at least a $5 profit, is set to 69 bucks. I didn't calculate that. The software did. So if I change this to $69 now, I should have at least a $5 profit. So there we go, $5.50, baby. Look at that. So all the math is done for you. This is I'm just showing you verification here that the software does what it's supposed to be doing. Listing a quantity of 1. If you are a brand new eBay seller, okay, like Donald was when he got started, you will have some limitations. So I got to tell you up front, you have to build that up like a credit card, and that's because some limitations happened because eBay got stuck with a bill of some really bad drop shippers from China that were drop shipping iPods, and so they put limitations. Okay, I do have a store, so one of the benefits of having a store is you can have categories that you set up. So this will go into the kids department or baby department, and I don't know if I have a kids department in here. Kids, toys, tools, sporting goods. For now, I will put in the home and garden. That's fine because that's exactly what the home and garden department is, what the category that they have there. Okay. It's not required to have a store. We recommend you do. Okay, a store is 15 bucks for the store. Okay, guys, that's the 15 bucks for the store, and there you go. So all the information for shipping, all that's being covered inside here, and you hit save and you're done. Return policy is missing. Select a return policy. Okay, I'm not sure where is that return policy missing. Shipping information. Oh, I know it's at the bottom. There could be, I did some changes on my account, so this is probably why. So it's usually 14 days. Refund is given, money back guarantee. These are all requirements to be a top seller, and it's already pre-done for you. So that should be all good to go. Okay. Yep. Okay, so the last thing is we select everything, add to upload. It says you're going to give 44 listings into waiting for upload. Just go ahead and just say go to upload. There's my listings ready to go to upload. Okay, and then I want to upload all. Calculating fees for there. I have a store, so you get so many listings per store. If you have a $16 store, which is basic, you get 150 listings as of shooting this video. Last time I checked, you get 150 listings from eBay, and once you hit 280 listings, you want to go to what's called a Premier store, and then once you hit Premier, you go up to about 1,800 listings. You want to go to an Anchor store. Most people making a full-time income are averaging about 1,000 to 2,000 items on their store and bringing that home about a month. Okay, and that's with optimized titles. If you have 3,000 items and above, you're about $3,000 a month. Roughly. I'm just kind of giving you a rough estimate. And so a return policy is not added to my item, which makes sense because I guess it wasn't in place. So the beautiful thing is you should be able to right-click and edit multiple items. There we go. And let me add that return policy. I just modified my account, guys, so it's not a surprise to me. This is already included, but my account was, I switched it to a different PayPal account. So let's go ahead and save that, and we should be good to go. Multiple values, so I'm not going to modify those, and hit save. There we go, upload all. Nancy asked, can you do this with Overstock? And yes, we also have an Overstock scraper. Okay, guys, let me go in here. So under scrapers, we have Overstock, okay, and then the same idea applies. So if you're on the Overstock side, you want to put some numbers inside of the SKU file, just like I showed you. Currently, there's no page scraper for Overstock, but you have to just take the SKU number and then do that. The same idea. We have a multi-scraper that pulls the items that you want to pull out of that department. We just launched Kmart today on beta. It's currently under test, and so that should be available to the advanced area, which at this time it's a $50 upgrade. So what's the cost to actually get trained? Okay, my attitude when I start in business, you guys, is okay. This is what the product costs, but what is it going to make me? When I got involved with a water system called Kangen Water Magic about 4 years ago, I said, okay, I saw what it did. It helped my son out with his constipation issue. It saved his life almost because he was hurting. Okay, but that was the emotional purchase. I said, okay, it cost me $4,000 for that machine. What is it going to cost me? How can I get it for free? And so my attitude was, if the machine itself, can I sell some? Can I refer some people? Can you pay me? And so the answer was yes. It was not MLM, but a network, a direct sales company. It still is, as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, the machine still makes me money today. Point is, that's the attitude I go in business. I don't have the employee mindset saying, oh, they're just in it to rip me off. There's no money in this thing. So I want you to pay close attention to the price points. So let me pull this up real quick. We have two memberships at the moment. We have Diamond and we have Diamond Elite. The difference is here you get Amazon and you get Overstock training software, which I just showed you. I showed you Amazon. You can also do it with Overstock. In Diamond Elite, you have some more advanced stuff. We call this the advanced section, where you get, I'll just show you as a matter of fact, the advanced training. You get CTC automation, which means change to change. A lot of times what happens is if your items aren't selling, you got to do this at least 2 times a day. It gets traction. It goes up and down, changing your price points. eBay top seller, Amazon scraper. If I want to go after a top seller like I just did that isn't optimizing their titles like we are, then you can do that by punching in their name and giving you all the items into a file. Pretty sneaky tool, an idea that I had, and it works. The quantity trick is something that Jimmy, actually on the team that's on this webinar, developed. Jimmy says he lost audio. Can you guys still hear me okay? Okay. And so the quantity trick allows you to, let's say you have a stock of 5 items each. Okay, and again, I don't recommend the advanced section for anybody that's a brand new seller because it does require you to have a good amount of listings available with low limitations. So if you have 5 or 10,000 listings, or rather 500 listings or above, then this may be a section for you. I haven't added the Kmart scraper, but that's going to be an added bonus to the advanced section. Excel training on speedy titles, how to actually use Excel to speed up your titles. That's what this section is about. Using Walmart for drop shipping, how do you actually do that? Explode your Facebook engagement. That's advanced training by one of our recruiters that builds a team on just referral marketing. Sean's 30K profit in 1 month training. He calls himself a freak of nature. I agree. This is a different strategy of listing, and he uses Kmart and Sears. Okay, and then Sean's cashback method, which we teach you that in the Overstock, but he figured it out on his own, what we taught. So that's the same idea. Okay, we teach you some cashback stuff. So not only are you making profits on eBay, but also on the back end. And of course, the Kmart area gets released. So a lot of good stuff in here. I would have to sit here and show you what each tool does, but we don't have enough time for that. So let me show you the price points, okay? All the training for home. Here's the Amazon. You're going to start with Fast Start. Every single person, whether you're trained by me or not, follow the system because systems always duplicate. I've been doing this for 2 years, guys. I don't care if the person tells you they make $10,000 a month on the team. If you follow the system and try to duplicate what they do, I guarantee you'll fail because they're not following the system. They started because they follow the system and then they tapered off and start doing their own thing. That's okay. There's people like that, and that's okay. But when we all get started, we have to follow the system so that we can make sure that you got trained on the proper way so I can go back and say, hey, did you do this? I've talked about title optimization crazy. Believe it or not, I've had somebody on a team for over 8 months that no one taught them how to do title optimization. And so I'm stressing that a lot. That's why we built 2 different title tools right here, Title Builder and Title Optimizer. Okay. Fast Start, Amazon Dropship Training, Overstock Training goes next. Amazon is really broken down into how do you list an item, how do you prepare if you get taxed in a different state, okay? Amazon price changes, how do you take care of those? What if Amazon changes the price? How do you pick those items that are stable? Finding top sellers, how do you find other top sellers? Optimizing your titles, photo fixing your photos, changing the change manually, raising limits, and processing a sale, how to keep track of your profits. So a lot of in-depth stuff here. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, so the very first thing you should be doing is this. Fast Start, Amazon Dropship Training, you're going to complete Modules 1, Module 2A, and stop here. And you want to list 5 items to 10 items and send them to your sponsor so they can review. Okay? And then you have access to Module 2 and Module 3, which has all the scrapers, both for Mac and Windows. And we have a keyword scraper, which goes into folks. I would recommend keyword scrapers are probably better for folks that have an unlimited account with eBay, which means that you have no limits and you can test this. And so if you go to keyword scraper, okay, it looks like this. I have a premium store. There's my eBay. There's my PayPal email. Keyword scraper. Give me all the bed. Let's see. Let's do queen size beds or something. Queen beds. Out of what department? It wouldn't be the kitchen. It'd be the bedroom or home and garden. There it is. And then what's your price points? Give me everything between the price points of 500. And this doesn't really. This is not going into. How can I put it to you? You're not being very specific. This is just going to give you anything and everything. Okay. And then give me 100 of those items. There's a queen bed. Pulled it right out. I'm going to open that file up so you guys can see what it looks like. And it's going to give me all the queen beds right in here. Same idea I just showed you earlier, but I spent less time doing it because all I did was pull all the items that have the keyword queen bed inside it. You see that? So there's 102 items that it gave out. Pretty powerful tool, but again, I would not recommend doing this unless you have gotten trained or you don't have any limits on your account. So keep that in mind. All right, so there is a keyword scraper. You get access to all this and training for $397. Okay, $300 goes to training. $97 is for the leasing of the software, leasing, and that's monthly. So upfront is $397, monthly is $97. Then the next logical question is, okay, Cesar, I know the price point now. What does it cost to refer somebody? What do you pay? 50% commissions, which is about $200 goes to you for referring one person. What if you did 2? Most people only do 2, and then you get it for free, right? That is your $397 back. Okay, that's what you will receive. If you do that in 1 month, that's that's pretty good income. You just paid yourself back, and then anything after that is profit. That's residual, by the way, too, because you have a monthly fee of $97. So again, you refer 2 people, and then you get your $97 back. Okay. The second step is this is a 2-tier payout. I mentioned that earlier, 2 tiers, which means you also get 10% on anything that the first people that you brought in do. So if these people do, 50% commission, they also have the opportunity to do the same thing. You get paid. We don't charge for you to be an affiliate. It's up here at the top, affiliate area. Okay, you get a little ID number that gives you credit. It's right here at the top. Okay, that little number right there gives you paid, and that's how you get paid. So we'll talk about the marketing. I may do I'm going to do a special bonus tonight webinar. I'm going to teach you something that I taught my Craigslist course of folks that I've sold a Craigslist course to for the last 4 years, and I'll teach you something that's working for marketing. And so you can have income coming in from the marketing side and income coming in from the eBay side. Okay? So that's how you get that paid for. The advanced training, currently, because we just launched a new scraper, it's going to have to go up in price because I'm investing a lot of money, guys, into development for more improving the lives of our dropshippers. And so because of that income, it needs to come from somewhere. Right now, it's a $50 upgrade if you want to do it. If you're already an advanced training seller member, you want to make sure that you let us know before you sign up, because if you don't, then I have to refund you let's put it this way. Advanced training is meant for people that have been selling for a while. So if you've been a seller, don't sign up yet, let me know, and then I have to create a special link for you so you can get straight into the advanced training. And I have to put that together tonight probably, because I've been working around the clock trying to get this all set up for you guys. So there's a lot of content in here, guys, a lot of support, Facebook support, chat room support, whatever you want to use. We use Skype as well, so there's people here live supporting you. If you're stuck, like what do? Then you do, you get support. You ask a question here. So there is a lot of great people in here supporting each other, which I think. So it's a $50 upgrade for this section currently, and so it's going to be, $300 plus, so it's $447, right? $50 plus 97, and then that's going to be $147 a month. So it's 97 plus the 50, that's 147 a month, and that gives you access to the advanced section tools. Okay, and the same rules apply. You refer to people, and you get paid 50% commissions from here. It's not required for you to become an advanced member to get paid the advanced commission. So if you refer John, and John says, hey, I want to go advanced because I am advanced, then he can upgrade, and you get paid the 50% of the 147 as well as the 447. So this link should be up for advanced members tonight. Currently, if you're already in the system, you've been with us for 2 to 3 months, and you're making $1,500 to $1,000 plus, then this is not going to hurt you guys, right? Because I tell folks all the time, if I have members making $2,000 to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, which we do, Don McIntyre, Chris Smith, and a handful of people that have reported their incomes to me, okay, then this is like showing up. This is like rental for your. This is tools for your tool belt, right? When I was in business for myself, I had to buy a car. I bought 2, and I would go fix computers locally in public around town here, and my clients were like the retirement community, so I would drive through and spend money on gas, my car, instead of getting a building, which cost $1,500 to $2,000 a month, I had to pay for my tools. So this is the only price point that you pay here with us, okay? And we also pay out, like I said, an affiliate commission. So it's not just you're spending money, but you can also generate an income and then residual income, which I absolutely love. That's what set my wife and I free, was the ability to learn this information, apply it, and then go and coach it and train other people to do the same thing. And you get paid both ends for a very handsome income of 50% up front, 10% for second level. So with that said, we are about an hour into the system. If you want to join, get back to the person that joined, that emailed you to get access to the system.